Okay, so what we have here is, this is the Uberti Cattleman Ombre that you've seen in the previous videos, but it's recently taken a vinegar bath and got that ugly matte black off of it. It wasn't a bleed gun. It was this ugly, cheap matte finish. So we took that off. So I got the triple. I'll put that in the video. I don't know why I didn't do it in one take, but it'll be on there. Wasn't super fast. Took a few tries, but took a lot of dry fire just to get that. The blanks do have a little bit of recoil. The 20 grains of black powder does make the gun hop a little bit, so it's different than dry fire. It's not easy. But right now, these are some, I think, 20 grain black powder. Not super hard loads, but that 230 grain round nose bullet makes it a little, kick a little harder. We're gonna do some fanning. So I'm gonna throw this in here. Get this all set up. We'll try to go fast. Put some rounds on that paper target. Holster's been a little wonky. I'm gonna have to get a better one. Woo! Those 230 grain lead projectiles, they hit a lot harder on that 20 grains of black powder than those round nose does. I lost a shell. Oh. So these round balls, grab one here. These things don't kick near as hard. And you can manage the recoil. I'm trying to test those. That was a really slow run. So we'll load some of these up and try to go a little faster. You can see the beautiful Kentucky fall day, and there is nothing out there. I'm actually shooting downhill. It's hard to tell in the video, so if you get concerned about me shooting into the open, I'm not exactly just shooting out into the distance. I did get some rounds on paper. Let's try it again. All right, I had a cut there. It's on yelling at me. So that was a little faster. Black powder is dirty. I'm actually using Schützen, I believe is what it is. It's under the name Graff & Sons right now. It's just repackaged. When tomorrow, when your loading supplier opens up, I'm actually going to get some Swiss and load it up and see. I've heard it's cleaner, and I'm hoping to try. So these are some round nose or round ball loads. This is only 12.5 grains of powder. So we're going to try these. I just loaded up 3 just to try. We'll try to fan these 3 fast. See how they feel like. Now, I know these, especially out of this thing, these aren't powerful loads. I get that. So I'm not managing the recoil of a full power gun, but I'm not trying to. This is just fun, just having fun plinking. So let's get these loaded up, get some tape on that, and try again. Alrighty, so we're gonna test these 12.5 grains. I have 3, so we'll fan the 3, see if we can get fast. These I'm just gonna fan. I'm not gonna aim for the target because we're gonna try to actually get some rounds on paper instead of just shooting into the dirt. So let's do these real quick. I want to just, if it's not too big of a deal to load these 12.5. It's not aggravating. So if they feel better, we'll start doing those more often. Missed the first 2, but they don't feel too much different than the 20s. So the 20 grains and the 12.5s feel pretty similar. Gun's getting dirty. All right, so load 1, skip 1. Just get used to shooting 5. You can load 6 and you're shooting at the range and be perfectly fine. But all right, now I got the target taped up, so we're actually going to try to put some rounds on target. One. Pretty bad. I was low for most of that, and then the gun is gumming up a little bit. I'm actually going to do a quick little clean. I'll show you. I'll take it apart and show you. So this thing, shooting black powder, man, it gets filthy. And remember, this thing is stripped, so this is pretty much just bare gunmetal, and it is filthy. So it just gets that, it gets all gummed up. Cylinder don't want to turn, and it makes fanning a little tricky. And this gun is actually, you know, pretty freshly modified within the past few weeks, and I'm just now starting to put it through its paces. So every little hang up and hitch, I'm like, oh no, did I break it? Did something snap finally? Because these guns aren't meant to do this. Go look up Tuco. You know, he talks about this extensively. He's modified his guns far beyond what I have these because of the milling process, deepening the notches, extending the leads, all that. But this bolt is cut, so it is fannable, but it's nothing near a true race gun. But it is, you know, I can do all that. I can triple shot it. You know, you can do the typical fanning, but there is no hard slapping this thing or it's going to fall apart. So, put the pen in my pocket. That should be good for now. Everything's still a little tight from all the grime. Of course, it's always on camera and nothing wants to go in easy. Yeah, everything typically a lot freer than that. Let's load 5 more up. I only winged the target that time, so I'm not going to put any more tape on it. I think these round ball cowboy loads look cool. It's one of the reasons I like doing it. I can go buy 100 round balls for 15 bucks, 18 bucks, and buy a pack of primers, 100 for 10 bucks, and the powder and the shells. 45 Colt can be loaded pretty much forever, and it's fun. So I'm not too worried about velocity or anything right now. We're just plinking. Let's try it again while the wind's dead. Oh, there it kicks back up. Got it twice. Low again, and then I'm moving to the right pretty rapidly. Now, there's not a lot of content of people fanning a revolver besides Tuco, and I'm not trying to take anything away from him. He is fast, he is accurate, and he is, you know, he's the one that's made this possible. You know, he has a website. You can learn, you know, a few gunsmithing things. You know, you'd have to go check that out. I'm not going to speak too much on it. But without him, you know, none of this would really be... He's brought light to all this. I've loved it forever. Watched all the Westerns. Wanted to do cowboy fast draw. But this is different. Being able to fan the gun without breaking it. Going fast. Trying to get accurate. Like I said the other day in the other video, I want to be like him when I grow up. Family coming in. Try again. That was awesome. Love that black powder smoke. All right, we'll load it up again, clean this thing out again. Try it. All right, I typically call it after I knock the target down. That seems to be a normal thing in these videos. But this just goes to show those round balls are going slow. They're still dangerous, they're still deadly, but these old oak staves, they catch those round balls pretty good, and it knocks the targets down. I think that's really cool. I love shooting these things, love fanning these things. Let's try to get a little faster and get a little more accurate. We'll see you next time.